1-second recovery. Have you ever had an accident because you coughed or sneezed? Probably not. Have you ever wondered why? A cough or a sneeze only lasts for about a second, and the driver does not allow that to distract them. Let's call a cough or a sneeze an involuntary distraction. It happens without the driver's control. That makes actions like using a cell phone or eating voluntary distractions. Problems arise when any driver spends too much time dealing with voluntary distractions while driving. Voluntary distractions trick the driver into diverting their attention away from driving for multiple seconds rather than just 1 second like a cough or a sneeze. 1-second recovery means you should never take your concentration away from driving for more than 1 second. You should not allow any distraction at all unless there is enough space for margin of error to the front of and all around your capsule, because conditions change quickly. Keep in mind that at 65 miles per hour, you are traveling 95 feet per second. If you look at your cell phone for 3 seconds, you will travel 285 feet completely blindfolded. If you look at your right mirror for 2 seconds, you travel 190 feet blindfolded. A football field is only 300 feet. You may wonder where these numbers come from. If you multiply 65 miles per hour by 5,280 feet in 1 mile, you get 343,200 feet per hour. When you divide your feet per hour by 3,600 seconds, you get 95 feet per second. If you were riding a bicycle, would you turn your head to the side and ride 285 feet? Probably not. Therefore, why would you attempt to drive a truck that distance while sending a text? Most people don't realize how much time they are spending doing tasks unrelated to driving while they are driving. Officially, you should never eat, drink, use a cell phone, read, or anything else distracting while driving. Remember, you are driving a vehicle that can be considered a weapon of mass destruction. Do not allow distractions to cause harm to anyone, including yourself. But how do you balance your professional life with your personal life? We're going to begin to answer this question by talking about cell phones, since cell phones are the most problematic area of driver inattention. Realizing that drivers are human beings and have life-changing events, such as getting married, buying houses, having kids, etc., sometimes it's necessary that you have to answer the phone. If you must answer the phone for one of these life events, here are some relevant guidelines for you to use. The first thing you can do is try to eliminate calls from coming in while you're working. Let your friends, family, and people you conduct business with know that you are not able to talk on the phone during the day unless it is an emergency. Ask your significant other or another family member to make business calls on your behalf during the day if possible. Maybe you can make business calls in the morning before you go to work. Maybe you can call your spouse during your lunch or after your last stop. If you are expecting a call, it's a good idea to have a Bluetooth wireless device. With a Bluetooth device, you will be able to answer the phone without having to physically pick it up, by pressing a button on your headset already on your ear. If you do choose the Bluetooth option, know your device. Do not answer if it is not in your ear. So don't fumble around trying to fasten your headset to your head while you're driving. Please note that we are not advocating the use of Bluetooth devices. While the only legal way to talk on the phone while driving is a Bluetooth device, it is not a license to talk on the phone while driving. The safest way to make it to your destination is with no outside interference. Question: you're going down the road and the phone rings. It's your dispatcher. You know this because the phone is sitting in plain sight in the drink holder or a phone holder, and your company name came up as a contact. You know it is an emergency, otherwise he or she would not call. There's nowhere to pull over. What do? You should already have inventory of what is around you in your capsule. The 4-step visual process will establish this. Increase your following time to 10 seconds behind the car in front of you, which is double your 5-second following distance. The person behind you should have at least 5 seconds behind you. Make sure no one is tailgating because they may pull up next to you and try to pass. Make sure there is nothing beside you and the road you are driving on is wide enough that there is margin for error. Make sure there are no intersections, bridges, cables, or tree branches for the next 10 seconds. If 1 through 5 are not true, do not answer the phone at all. Allow the phone to ring a couple times while giving yourself extra space between yourself and other vehicles. Clear your capsule. Never physically touch the phone while driving. Use your Bluetooth device if you have one and know how to use it. You have 1 second to press the answer button on your Bluetooth device. While saying hello, start gathering information about what's inside your capsule again. Make your call quick. Get a brief description of the issue and give a quick answer if needed. If necessary, let the person know you will call them back as soon as it is safe to do so. Do not ever lose sight of what is around you or fixate on the taillights in front of you for a cell phone conversation. You can always choose to not answer. There are no second chances. You cannot undo a mistake such as an accident. You are accountable for what happens inside your capsule. Company electronic devices, otherwise known as electronic logging devices. Please note that texting while driving is illegal. You should not pick up a phone or your company's device at all while your vehicle is moving. Remember, reading tricks the eyes into sticking to the screen, taking your concentration off the road. Even though you are aware of the issue, your eyes can be tricked into staring at the screen for several seconds. We strongly urge you not to, but if you are going to look at an electronic device, here are some steps you should follow. Before you drive, have your device close to you in a familiar place so you won't have to look for it or reach for it. Memorize the location of the on button so you can turn the device on while you pick it up without looking at it. Use the same 5 steps to clear your capsule that you would before taking a cell phone call. You have 1 second to pick up the communication device, then gather information about what's inside your capsule again. Hold the device in front of you, just above your steering wheel, but not in a way that will obstruct your view of the road. Never position the device where you would have to move your head down or to the right. Move your eyes only. Repeat steps 1 through 5. You have 1 more second to read your message, then update your view of your capsule again. Do not attempt to reroute to another stop or reply to any message. Put the device down and pull over when possible, safe and legal, to respond if a response is necessary. Never attempt to hit any buttons on the device while driving. Remember, count 1, then you're done. Unlike a cell phone, there is less urgency with your company's device because you can always wait 5 or 10 minutes for traffic to clear without the thought of losing the call. There may be a place to pull over 5 or 10 minutes down the road where you can safely read and answer messages. Looking at your company's device while driving should be considered a last resort if there is just no other option for at least 30 minutes. Eating or drinking. Once again, officially eating or drinking while going down the road is not allowed, but there are circumstances when it is necessary. If you are on a long trip in the middle of the night, you might need something to help keep you awake. If you work 5 hours and take lunch, then find out later you are going to be working a 13-hour day, how are you going to go 8 more hours with nothing to eat or drink? Here are some suggestions to help make it safer to drink or eat while driving. Drinks. Open your drink before moving your truck and leave it in a drink holder that will not allow the drink to spill, tip, or fall. Use a specially designed drink container that will not tip if possible. If not, choose plastic bottles over aluminum cans. The shape of a bottle helps prevent liquid from splashing out of the container. Drink the first 1/3 of the beverage before starting down the road in order to lower the center of gravity of the drink and eliminate the possibility of spillage. It is very distracting to the driver when a drink spills. When choosing a drink, remember that water is better for you and easy to clean up if spilled. If you are going to eat something while driving, the type of food you choose plays a big role in your alertness. A small burger from the value menu that won't drip ketchup or a sandwich made from home is much more acceptable than a $6 specialty burger. Don't eat a messy meal going down the road, like a specialty burger, taco, chicken, or pizza. A taco or chili cheeseburger is going to drip and cause you to look down at the new mustard stain on your shirt for multiple seconds. As far as snacks, eat only things that won't make a mess and can be taken in small quantity that won't spill, such as French fries with no ketchup, pretzels, chips, etc. Have your snacks in a familiar place so you don't have to look away from the road when getting more out. Don't eat anything that requires 2 hands, such as with a bowl and a spoon. Do not try to eat and drink at the same time. You need to leave one hand on the steering wheel and be ready to throw your food down and use both hands when necessary. And don't forget to clear your capsule before taking another bite out of the sandwich or chip out of the bag.